in Boston is one that many Canadians are likely going to remember for years to come. The stakes were high going in, a final that pitted Canada against the United States at a time of tensions between the two countries.
And the fact that this has gone on, not just, well, Donald Trump has threatened to issue not just tariffs, but maybe annex the country, maybe erase the country.
U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is talking about Canada again. His latest stunt has him urging a national sports icon to run for prime minister. CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick is covering this story for us today in Washington.
Now Trump is weighing in on who he thinks should be prime minister of Canada, and it's Wayne Gretzky, hockey legend. Let's take a look at what Trump wrote about Gretzky. He said, "I just left Wayne Gretzky, the great one as he's known in ice hockey circles. I said, Wayne, why don't you run for Prime Minister of Canada, soon to be known as the Governor of Canada? And easily, you wouldn't even have to campaign." Trump writing that Gretzky has no interest in this, but I think the people of Canada should start a draft Wayne Gretzky movement. It would be so much fun to watch, Trump wrote.
He was the franchise.
Gretzky won 4 Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers. He's part of this city's cultural fabric. But that could change. Hockey fan Grant Preet has more than 7,000 signatures on a petition to change the name Wayne Gretzky Drive.
He's abandoned Canada, and I don't think that we should be, treating him as a hero by having things named after him.
A name change would have to get city approval. A cultural change would take a lot more.
Now, we know that the Gretzkys are friends with Trump and that they do hang out socially. When Trump won the election in November, there were social media posts showing Wayne Gretzky and his wife Janet and some of their children at Trump's victory party at Trump's resort in Florida, Mar-a-Lago. There was a photo of Gretzky wearing a Make America Great Again baseball hat. Janet Gretzky in one of her social media posts called Trump a great friend and congratulated him on his victory. We also know that Wayne Gretzky's son-in-law, Dustin Johnson, he's a professional golfer and has golfed with Trump. And so the families spend time together. But this post, again, Trump referring to the Prime Minister of Canada as governor. This is something he's been doing lately, and this is all in the context of Trump threatening to impose massive tariffs on Canada. Trump has been suggesting that Canada become the 51st state, saying he thinks it would be a great idea.
Yeah, and talking about senior levels of play here, Wayne Gretzky was named the Team Canada's honorary captain. He's been silent on Trump's comments about Canada. Is Wayne Gretzky obliged to weigh in on anything?
I wouldn't say obliged. I think by taking this job, by accepting being an honorary captain for the biggest Canadian hockey game on the men's side in well over 10 years, I think at that point you probably do owe people a bit of an explanation.
But there was a moment before the game that seems to have left many hockey fans divided. Wayne Gretzky was named honorary captain for Team Canada. He was seen walking out of the Team USA walkway, giving American players on the bench a thumbs up as he walked onto the ice.
Emerging from Team USA's bench, Wayne Gretzky throws the American team a thumbs up before representing Canada as the team's honorary captain.
Now, some have also pointed out the fact that Gretzky was not wearing a Team Canada jersey, while the honorary captain for the opposing team was wearing a Team USA jersey.
Gretzky's actions hit a sore spot.
He couldn't even be bothered to wear the Team Canada jersey.
Not only that, but Donald Trump has said to Wayne Gretzky that he wants him to be the governor of the 51st state, right? Wayne Gretzky is a sainted figure in this country for good reason. He's the greatest hockey player in the sport that we care the most about. But how close he is to Donald Trump at this moment, and him being chosen as an honorary captain for this event, those two things didn't add up for me. I don't think right now that Wayne Gretzky has as unblemished a spot in the Canadian imagination as he used to have.
The Operation Slapshot gambling scandal would turn out to have almost nothing to do with the sport of hockey. It had everything to do with gambling and the greed of the leeches who hang on to professional athletes.
Gretzky has spent time at U.S. President Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago. He had a prime seat at the inauguration. The NHL says its decision to make Gretzky Canada's honorary captain is because he's one of the greatest and most respected players in the history of the game. And he's a proud born and raised Canadian. Gretzky hasn't commented.
The silence from Wayne Gretzky, I think, is disappointing for a lot of hockey fans.
Tyler Yaremchuk was at the Four Nations game and covers the Edmonton Oilers.
These players are going to have their politics, but when it's Wayne Gretzky and he's supporting Donald Trump in this way publicly, that's where it gets disappointing because he's held to such a higher standard.
Now, I did speak with a representative from Hockey Canada earlier today, and they told me that while their organization had a hand in choosing the roster of players, the management, and the coaching staff, they did not have a hand in the honorary captain decision, and that was a decision made by the NHL. So I contacted the NHL for a comment. We have not heard back.
Everyone in this room's here for the same thing. We're about to get our shot. Our Arexvy shot. Did he say Gretzky shot?
Gretzky? Arexvy. Gretzky. Arexvy.
Ask your healthcare provider about Arexvy.
I just got a PSA. Just a quick PSA.
All right. I thought we were...
Just a quick PSA reminder. Whether you state your name, pronouns, whatever it is, just state your vax status so that anything you say afterwards gets put in the right light.